OpenAI recently released their SORA video generation model. In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to start generating videos in movies today. So once you land on SORA.com, you're going to see a page like this. It's featuring all the different videos that, people of their platform have created in the past. And so I highly recommend, just using this for information, figuring out, what types of videos you can create and helping it inspire whatever you want to create. And so now down at the bottom here, you're going to see the core feature. It's basically just like ChatGPT. You type something in, it generates a video. So let's say we want to generate a man snowboarding down a steep mountain with rocky terrain. And then once you go here, you'll have a couple different things that you can change. You can change the style of it with different presets. You can change the aspect ratio, the resolution, the duration, and see how many videos you want to generate. And then you can also upload your own videos to kind of recreate the video in AI form. And so typically what I'll do is I'll leave the presets on none. I will usually up the aspect ratio to 1080p. And then I'll keep it usually at 5 seconds for now. And so I'm going to generate that and let that generate in the background while we're speaking. So the next feature that you're going to want to know is, over here we'll have all the videos you've generated, your favorites, your uploads. But the most interesting feature is actually the storyboard. So if we go down here and click on storyboard, what we can start to see is we can start to actually stitch videos together and create a movie style. And so what we can do is anywhere we click, we'll be able to add a new movie. And so essentially what we can do is basically the same way that we typed in that movie in the chat window at the beginning. We can type it directly into the storyboard. So a man snowboarding down a steep mountain and doing backflips. All right. So we're actually going to create that. And then while that's creating, we're going to actually create another one. And then woman skiing behind man that is snowboarding on a mountain and also doing backflips. And so we can start to see that if we're creating these videos, we can also import some of the videos in our queue. But what you can start to see is that we'll actually be able to stitch these together. And imagine like a filmmaker wants to come up with an idea for a movie. They can essentially go into the storyboard in here, think of like what is the plot, what are the core, what is the core arc of the story, and then they could actually build out a subversion of this directly in here and build out like just mini trailers and proof of concepts. In the same way someone in marketing or creating content on YouTube, they could create B-roll videos that work with their videos and or some sort of social media type videos that they're releasing. And so these are a couple of the different use cases. I'm going to let this actually generate. You can see up here it's actually generating these videos. We can see the first one right here. Boom. And so the possibilities are endless, and that's kind of what we got. Not bad. Steep mountain, dude snowboarding. I think at the end here you kind of see like his foot looks a little off. It's like sliding off of the board. So you can start to see that it's not perfect. But I think the idea here is not that it's going to, create full-length movies or anything like that. It's just making the speed of implementation from idea to video or trailer or B-roll or whatever it is you're making way shorter. So now if we go to this actual movie, you can see that we can actually edit the prompt and change it. And then we could actually view the story that we're creating with this. And we can actually add on to it. So we can add more, videos in here to improve the quality of this video and to stitch them together. And so maybe I say it like this. And I could boom. But this time he's jumping off a large rock down into powdery snow below. You can see at which part of the video which prompts are happening, and you can change like just the end of the video or just the beginning of the video or whatever it is you're looking to change. So now if we go back, it's going to, I guess we'll hit create here so that it actually creates it for us. Now if we actually go back to the main section over here once it finishes, let me go to, let me me just discard these edits here. You can start to see that if we click on this video, there's a couple other things we can do. We can remix it, we can blend it. Now this one looks like a video game or something like that. And so it definitely requires you to have prompt engineering skills. So if you've ever used Midjourney before, you understand that you use something like 4K, ultra realistic. You have to add a lot of context, backlight, front light, in this style. Otherwise, it's just going to generate something like this. So what we can actually do is, start to blend these. We can choose other ones from the library, and we can figure out where we want to blend it. And this is when we'll start to generate, more complex visuals in movies. We'll use both the storyboard feature to really lock in the beginning and the end of the video. We can start blending them together. The possibilities are endless here. We can merge them. We can sample them. I specifically like the transition. That way it's trying to transition from one into the other. It's not just like a hard cut. But if we wanted just like a hard cut, merge clips together, we could essentially just like build a movie because we're just hard cutting it. So it looks like, is this the one that we made? Okay, this is the woman skiing behind the man. Let's actually blend this with the last one. Or wait, let's blend this with a different one. I think it's actually the same video. Let me go back here. So you can start to see, choose from library. We'll blend it with this one, blend. So now it's adding all of these to the queue. We'll start seeing these when they finish. We can download these, we can favorite them, but you can just think of this like, imagine I was just having a bunch of, B-roll. I could just download this and, just put it into my Final Cut Pro project, Premiere Pro, whatever video editing software that you use. And so the opportunities are pretty much endless here. I hope this gave you a pretty solid understanding and tutorial of how to use SORA and what the possibilities are. And so right now I believe it's behind a $200 paywall. And so if you want to actually test out something like SORA, but you don't want to pay the $200 from OpenAI, you can actually go to Luma Labs, and this is more of an open source video model. It's not going to give you as high quality of results, but I definitely used this and gotten pretty solid results. And I've used their API before. It's really easy to like build this into various other systems and have agents, tagging them, using them in your projects and your systems. And so if you don't want to pay it, start with Luma. But if you're interested in like more specific like B-roll generation, I believe you get 500 videos per month. So not a bad amount. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this valuable, and I will see you in the next video.